Hi everyone, and welcome back to this channel. So in this video I will be taking time to show you how to install one of the best builds out there. And one thing about this build, it works on most of the versions out there. Like it works on even FireStick, it also works on Xbox, and then it also works on Android TV. Any device that allows you to install Kodi on it, this build works there. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight to what we have today. So as we all know, first thing to do if you want to install any build or any add-on on Kodi, all you have to do is go here. First of all, you have to go to My Systems. Then when you get to Systems, you have to scroll down to Add-ons. And when you get to add-ons, all you have to do is make sure you enable unknown sources. As you can see from my screen, I already enabled it because I already enabled it, right? So, but if you are installing any add-on on your device for the first time, you have to enable it. So let's assume mine is already turned off. So once you click on this, it's gonna come up this way. So you have to click on yes, and then that's it. So after enabling the unknown sources, you have to go back to the menu again, to the home menu, and then click on the gear icon, which is this, and then go to File Manager, click on it, and then on the File Manager menu, scroll down and click on Add Source. And then once you click on the Add Source button, it brings you to where you will add the file source. So here you have to enter this URL the same way I'm entering it here. Make sure you enter it exactly the way it is, and then if you make any mistake, that will prevent the installation of this particular build. So the URL is this, as you can see. I'm just putting it. So take your time to put the URL very well, and then after that you have to click OK. So you put the URL, and then this is the URL. So this is the URL. So after we must have put the URL or the source where we will, the URL that will give us the source of our build, we have to click OK. Then once you click OK, it brings you to this interface where you will see enter a name for this media source. So you can choose any name you want that you can easily remember if you wanna, when you begin to install the properly the repository URL. So in this case, I'll just, as you can see, it's automatically wrote repo. So I'm gonna leave it that way, and I'm gonna scroll down and click OK. And then after I must have clicked OK, I will go back again to my home screen and then click on the gear button again, which is the settings, and then go to. So once you get to this section, all you have to do is to scroll down to install from zip file, and then click on it. And then once you get to this section, if you use the repo to save the source file, you can now click on it. But if you use a different name to click on to save the source file, you just have to find that name you use here to access the URL. So in my own case, I use the repo, which is this. I'm gonna click on it, and then here I will click on this, and then I have to allow the URL to install the repository. And after that, I will get the notification that as you can see, this CMAN NOX repository add-on updated. So once I have finished installing the source URL from zip file, I will go to install from repository. Once you click on it, you will see the list of repositories on this particular wizard. So all I have to do is I'll click on the which is this one, CMAN NOX repository. Click on it, and then here now this is where it gets interesting. Okay, if you want to install builds, you have to go to program add-ons. As you can see, these are the wizard within here. But if you want to install add-ons, these are add-ons you will find within this particular wizard. For example, you have the Abolition, Quicksilver, Coalition, this, the Wiz, this. These are the list of add-ons you will find within this particular wizard. Okay, so after that, let's check out the build menu to let's see what is offered. So when we get here, you click on the build the program add-ons, and then since we are going to install the CMAN and CSG builds, let's go and then go here. Then you have to click on install. Then you have to wait for the installation to complete, after which we now proceed to install one of the builds that we want to install. So one thing I like about this build, this wizard, is it houses tons of add-ons that is working. So after you must have installed the repository properly, then you can see this. It's not asking us to configure how we wanna use our CMAN wizard. So here you can configure it. Let's check up. You can check all of them if you want. If you don't want, you can just leave it like that. Then, but in my own case, I'm checking all of them. After that, I will click on continue, and then this is it. So you see, click here to continue, click here, click here. So I'm gonna click here to continue. So let's go. So it's not asking me, there's no build installed, you don't want to install any build. I will not say yes. Let's continue to the build menu, and it's going to bring us to where we see the list of builds out there that we have to check. Okay, now we're already here. So these are the builds that we can check out, right? Okay, this is the builds. As you can see, there are many builds out here. Meaning this build that you can see, tons of them, up to how many? This is up to 30. It's more than 30 anyway. So these are the builds, and one thing about this build, all of them are really working very well, right? So that's it. As you can see, you see CMAN NOX, CMAN Flex, CMAN Edge, CMAN Touch. Now these are Silver, Simplex Omega, Red Omega, Prism Omega, Nitro Omega, Resurrection Omega, Edge Free, tons of builds out in this particular wizard. And one thing that all of them are working, at least most of them are working. So you see, many tons of them. So let's choose one of these builds and then install it and see how the interface looks like. So I'm gonna choose, let me just choose this one, the CMAN NOX. Let's see what is CMAN NOX. Yeah, let me choose the CMAN NOX, or maybe another build, because if you check, this CMAN NOX is on the CMAN builds, and then this one also is also the CMAN Fury build. So let's check out the CMAN NOX and see what it has to offer. You can also check out the Simplex Red Omega. So let's check out the CMAN NOX. Let's see how and the things it has to offer us. Okay, let's install it. So yes, I'm gonna go and click on. Once you click on any build you wanna install, just scroll and click on Fresh Install. Then if you're gonna, let's install it and see what the content of it. And then we wanna say yes. So it will start to install the build properly. So yeah. So after we must have installed the build, and then we're gonna take it out and test it. So this is it, the build we installed. Actually, it's not so lightweight build because it's already occupying 337.61 MB, which is not so small, but it's still okay. So after installation, we can now launch it and then have access to this particular build. So the steps are quite easy. So once you get to that point of choosing the build you want to install, you can choose any build of your choice and then go through it and then install any of them. You understand? So that is the steps to access CMAN and SSD build wizard, and then install tons of builds within this build wizard. And you also find tons of add-ons as well. So the steps are quite easy. Just make sure you follow the steps on this comment in this video to the end. So that's it, guys. See you in my next video.